morning, everybody. I just came to Manipal, the beautiful university, Manipal University of Jaipur, to visit and see my friend, Dr. Vandana. And she said that there is a great event going on here, and I should also say something. And I immediately said yes, because TED Talks are so famous worldwide. And I had also participated in one of the TED Talks in Kerala a long time back. And I thought this theme is very, very interesting. That is beyond the imbroglio, and also embracing chaos being the sub-theme. And being somebody who has been through a lot of imbroglios in life, in my career so far, and also somebody who loves to embrace chaos, I thought I'll just say a few things to you to start the discussion of today. As Kunal introduced, I am an IPS officer of 1987 batch, and I'm the first lady IPS officer to come from Kerala and also to go to Kerala. So Kerala is a state which is on the southernmost tip of India, and it's so far off from the powers that be, or from the sound and fury. Sometimes it appears as if it is outside India altogether. But still, it's a beautiful country. Right now, it is called God's own country, and so many things are happening there. But it is a matriarchal society in Kerala. Still, women are not considered welcome. They are not accepted in major important places in Kerala. So I came as a sort of surprise for the people in Kerala when I became the first lady IPS officer. In a very masculine field like police, a lady wearing uniform, khaki, and then coming as heading one of the heads of the organization, it shocked the people so much that the DGP at that time, at a conference, announced my visit as a pollution. He told the officers present there that, do you know that a woman is coming to pollute our department? And everybody laughed. I didn't know about it then because I was undergoing training at that time in the National Police Academy. But the first thing I heard when I landed in Kerala was this, that the DGP said that you have come to pollute the department. So this is the attitude of even the head of the department during that time. And that was a problem that I had to meet head on. Similar things like that have happened throughout because they didn't know what to do with a lady officer. So they were going to give me a lot of concessions and facilities. Said that you don't have to work in the night. You don't have to do night duty. You don't have to do traffic duty. Don't stand on guard at a police station. All these sort of things, they thought it was a concession given to me. And I refused each of them. I said I did double of all that so that I had to prove to my seniors and also to the society that a lady can do all this, and also maybe in a much better way than a male can do. So I did all that. Did it overtime. 2 duties and 3 duties just to prove a point. And then I got married, of course. And my husband was a doctor. He was working in a medical college at a particular place. And suddenly, from a subdivision where I was working as ASP, Assistant Superintendent of Police, I was transferred to a very insignificant post in the place of my husband. And then I resisted. I said that, what is this? As an officer in this particular rank, I have to do a subdivision. This is when the experiences comes. You have to interact with a lot of people in the society, and also crime, maintenance of law and order. All these things will have to be done at this particular young stage. So they have shifted me to a very insignificant post called Crime Records Bureau. ASPs are generally not posted in Crime Records Bureau, but I became the first IPS officer to be posted in Crime Records Bureau. I went and asked the DGP, what is the mistake that I did so that I got this transfer? It was something like a punishment transfer. And he said that because you got married, we thought that it will be convenient for you to now be a family and then have a child also if you want. This upset me so much that I asked him, sir, are you the person to decide when I should have a child or not? But then, in police department, the ground stone is discipline. So if somebody talks arrogantly to a senior officer, it is considered as indisciplined. So my annual confidential report got spoiled. I was written as an arrogant officer. But that is just the first of the adverse remarks in my annual confidential reports. Anyway, I worked in District Crime Records Bureau. and did something that no other person working there did. Like I found out that the maximum number of cases registered are on narcotic substances. So I conducted a statewide awareness program. I made a movie of the ill effects of narcotic substances. What are the bad things of narcotics that they can have? What are the addictive things, and what are the things that students can be aware of? And then this was shown in all the schools and colleges, and we conducted programs, thereby reducing the number of cases registered by 40% in the next year. And for that, I got the first good service entry from the government. And also working in a bad post like the Crime Records Bureau also, you could do something. You will have to find ways to do whatever you want. And this is again out of a problem, out of an imbroglio, how I could wriggle out and get something for the society also. The society also benefited, I'm sure. The school students and the college students also got aware of this menace and the problem, and they could kick the habit. And also the crime numbers registered got reduced. Now it is a statewide process. Now everybody is doing that everywhere. The system that I continued. Another problem when I got posted in as superintendent of police in a district. I'm managing the district as a superintendent of police. One particular officer refused to come before me. Whenever I summon him, he'll be either on leave, he'll be either on special permission, he'll be sick, his wife will be sick, his child will be sick. He'll never come in front of me, but he'll talk to me over the phone. So that got me very puzzled. I was keeping on wondering what, at that particular time there is no, there are no mobile phones. We used to talk to each other over the land phone. Mobile phones came much later. So one day I came to know also that this fellow gave an application for transfer, and he went away. He's planning to go away from my district. And so I inquired. And his friend in the same rank, he was a circle inspector of police. And the inspector of police, who was his friend, when he came, I asked him, what is this guy's problem? Why is it not appearing in front of me? And then he said that, madam, he keeps on telling everybody that he'll salute any idiot, but not a woman, but never a woman. So I thought it's a male chauvinism at its height, When a circle inspector refuses to go before a senior officer, head of the district police, because he's hesitant to salute a woman officer, although he can salute any other idiot of a man, that is the height of male chauvinism. So I said, okay, let him go. Anyway, I have got several more years in service. He may also be having several years in service. Let us see what happens. Later, about 5 or 6 years later, this guy had to work with me. And at that time, he was in a post where a uniform was not needed. So he did not ask for a transfer. He came to see me. And for the first time, I saw his face. And at that time, by that time, the mobile phones have also come into force in the police department. We were using that technology. And this guy came in mufti, in civil dress. And when you come in mufti before a police officer, you do this, no? You don't have to salute. Only when you wear a police uniform and a cap, you have to salute. So I looked at him and said, go and wear your uniform and come. It is first time when you're coming to see a senior officer, you'll have to be in your uniform. So you are disobeying that order. Go wear your uniform and come and see me. I don't want to see you now. So he got a little red-faced, he went. And then after some time, he came back wearing his uniform and he saluted. So I looked at him and said that this is not a proper salute. What is the salute? Where did you get your training? You salute properly. Then he saluted again. Then I said, no, that is also not correct. Your fingers are shivering. Your fingers are not supposed to shiver. You stand firm and salute again. I made him salute 10 times. And the 10th time he saluted, he was almost on his eyes were brimming with tears and all that. So I made him sit down and I asked him, do you know why I did this to you? And he said, of course, yes, ma'am, I know, I'm sorry. So these things, how these things work so that it will all come to a full circle. When something starts from somewhere, this will go through a certain path and then come straight to you. So this is called, I don't know whether it is called chaos theory, because chaos theory is something in mathematics, where in a lot of fluctuations and improbabilities, in a place where a lot of problems are there, how certain things come out of nowhere, or it seemed to come out from nowhere. But I call it natural justice. There is something called natural justice which works in all our lives, in the human life, all around us. You can see it as you go ahead in your life, you are all very young people, students. So, but you, as you advance in life, you will know that there is nothing called previous life. You don't know about it, or you don't know anything about your coming life. People will say that whatever I experience now, I did not do anything wrong. Maybe because of my past life sins that I'm experiencing this. It's all rubbish. There is nothing like that. Whatever you do in this life, it will come back to you. If it is a good thing that you have done, it will come as a reward to you. If it is a bad thing you have done, it will come as a punishment to you in this life itself. That is what I'd like to call natural justice working. So these sort of problems were abundant for me in the first 10 years. These imbroglios were abundant for somebody who walks straight into a den full of confused people. You know, they don't know what to do with you. So I always respect all the lady IPS officers. We always respect Madam Kiran Bedi. She was the first in India to don the uniform as a lady officer, and she paved the path for us. So when she walked, probably a lot of stones and lots of thorns were there on the path, and that all went into her feet. So that made it easier for all the other ladies to follow her path. The path is clean. There is no more thorn or stones on the path. The hurdles are not there. And it is an amazing service. The police service is an amazing service. Challenges will be there, but embrace the challenges, because that is what will make you a better person. When you are faced with a challenge, only your true knowledge will be, your true mettle will be shown, your true character will be shown. For an example, I think Kunal was talking about gems. When in the introductory talk, he was saying that there's so many gems among us. You're all gems. All of us are gems. Only problem is that a gem, it requires a lot of polishing, rubbing, so that it will shine forth as of value. You know, that precious nature of gems will come forth only when there's a lot of rubbing and when there's a lot of polishing which is done. And all the problems in your life that you encounter, all the issues in your life, all the adverse situations in your life, if you consider it as a sort of a rubbing and a polishing process, then you will realize that these are all steps that will make you a better person. The inner gem will come forth, shine forth, and it will be a very good shining light for everybody else to follow. The adverse conditions, it can be anything, you know, it can be relationships, it can be finances, it could be social conditions, it could be problems in your course, your education, your career, whatever. But all these comes to you with a particular purpose of making you a better person. So this topic is extremely relevant today. This imbroglios in your life, there are something beyond that which is much, much, much better. And you will realize it only when you get out of that. The challenges are always placed before you to test your capacity to tide over those challenges, to get over those challenges. And a life which is full of happiness, a life, if you may be thinking that the life of a prince of Saudi Arabia, how wonderful it will be, or a princess of, queen of some other monarch, maybe British princess, how wonderful it will be. It won't be wonderful, because that particular person who is having everything, a person who is born with a golden spoon in his mouth and will get everything at the instant he wishes for. Everything is there in front of a person. What sort of a dull life that will be? Your life will become valuable. It will become good only when you strive for your wishes. When you want your wishes to come true, and you work towards it, then that pleasure is it's different. Suppose you want something, you desire for something in your life, and then you are working towards that desire, and once it comes to fruition, then you will know how wonderful your life is, how pleasurable your work is, how much of a good person you are. And if something just comes before you, like God just puts it on your lap, whatever you wish for, then you will start even not believing in God. So you will have to have these problems in your life, these challenges in your life, to understand what a good person you are, what a better person you are going to become in the process towards it. Wish you all the best. Wish this talk to be a great success. I'm in a little hurry, sorry. If you have any questions to ask me, you can ask also. I don't know whether questions are permitted in TED Talks. But just with this last word that life is full of challenges, it's also full of joy and merriment and successes. Life is also, contrasts and opposites. Like our universe, everything is having a contrast. It is having a gravitational pull. It is having polarities. It is having, a North Pole and South Pole, attractions, repulsions. All those things are there in life. But it is how we face them, our attitude towards those problems that determine what sort of persons we become in the future. And let your attitude be always positive, and all the best to you. Thank you so much.